afternoon. This is Liz Davis. I am a nutritionist and I specialise in digestive health for busy women. So I help busy women fix their horrible, nasty symptoms such as IBS, bloating, any symptoms that go along with that throughout the body. So hormone problems, acne, anxiety, etc., all linked to gut health as well. So you may find that if you're suffering with your gut health, then those other areas are impacted as well. So I help with all that, and I help with I help that through state-of-the-art gut testing and nutrition, lifestyle supplement interventions to really get things back into balance and ticking over for you as they should do, and get you back to feeling your best again. So today I was going to talk more about eating habits rather than the actual food you're eating itself, because often I see that it's the habits and the way people are eating that is a problem, that's causing more problems really than the actual food itself, although obviously that does play a part too, plays a big part. But a big thing I'm seeing now is snacking, and it seems to be escalating. There seems to be more frequent snacking, etc. So I just wanted to really point out the drawbacks to that and what scientists are now discovering, and how a few hints and tips for you so you can avoid snacking so much, and I'll explain why that's necessary in just a second. So the whole snacking thing has seemed to really have exploded in recent years. You can't go into a shop without seeing lots of different snacks. There's unhealthy snacks, there's healthy snacks as well. So it's not just your crisps and chocolate that are the problem, it is the healthy stuff too. As I say, it's not so much the actual food you're eating typically, but it's just that habit that people seem to be in of eating constantly every couple of hours. And I think largely it's down to the fact that until recently, that's exactly what we were advised to do. We were advised to eat 5 small meals regularly rather than 3 large meals, say, for example, because it would help our metabolism, it helps keep our energy levels regular and stable, and then helps us to hopefully lose weight in the end and generally feel better. But as time's worn on, it's now been shown that actually it's not very beneficial for our health at all. The reason being that after we haven't eaten anything for a good 3 or 4 hours, our gut cleansing system kicks in. It won't do this until you, as I say, you haven't eaten anything for a good 3 or 4 hours. Your digestive process is finished. And then you get what's called the migrating motor complex kicking in, which is a series of muscle contractions, which goes from the stomach right the way through the digestive system. And essentially what it's doing is clearing the system out for you. So it's getting rid of any residue, any muck in there it doesn't want, any bits of old food, sweeps them through, gets rid of them. Now, if you're constantly snacking, this MMC can't kick in. It can't kick in, and you end up with food lying in throughout your digestive system. It can cause bloating, it can cause constipation, it can cause a whole host of problems, which is ultimately going to end up with you having poor digestion and not feeling particularly great as a result of that. So basically what you're looking at doing, what you need to be doing, is leaving easily 4 or 5 hours between meals. Don't eat anything. So say you have your breakfast, you don't want to be even thinking about lunch for another 4 or 5 hours at least. Ditto dinner. And then what you want to do is have a nice long break from eating overnight. So really everybody needs to be having that good fast overnight of 14, 16 hours would be ideal. So for example, if you have your last meal of the day at 6 p.m. and don't have your breakfast until 8 a.m. or even later if you can manage that, that gives you a lovely long time overnight where you've not got anything going through your digestive system. It's giving it a good clear out, and you should wake up feeling refreshed. Then your digestion should be feeling a lot better. So if you're spending all evening tempted by snacks, that's going to hinder that process. It's not going to give your gut a long enough break overnight to really get in and clear itself out properly. Ditto in between meals. Try and avoid snacking between meals. So the best way to do this is really make sure you're getting a proper balanced meal each time you eat. So you want to make sure you've got a decent portion of healthy protein, slow releasing carbs, lots of nice vegetables, either cooked vegetable salad or something, and then some nice fats going on in there, healthy fats, avocados, olive oils, etc. If you're eating like that every meal, you probably won't feel the need to be snacking very often. That should be a very substantial meal. It should keep you going for hours and hours, easily 4 to 6 hours, and then you're kind of eliminating the need to snack then. So the other thing you need to do is be careful not to leave temptation lying around. So don't have snacks lying around in the house. If you actually have to go to the shop to get something, it can actually act as a really good deterrent. So if you've got crisps and chocolate bars in the house, or even healthy snacks, all the healthier things, like health bars, etc., the temptation's always there to get stuck in. If you've actually got to leave the house to go and get something from the shop, that's a huge deterrent, and largely most people can't be bothered. You don't do it, and it just gets you into the habit, gets you into breaking that habit nicely. So yes, that's the other thing I was going to say. So if you do find yourself getting a bit hangry or a bit wobbly, shaky between meals, you get low blood sugar for whatever reason, make sure you're relying on things like carrot sticks, cucumber sticks, celery sticks, maybe dip them in a bit of hummus to get some protein going on there as well. That's all you need to have just to keep you going until the next meal. Okay, so I hope that helps you. If you would like to speak to me, then I shall pop a link to my diary in the comments, so do book your call in, completely free for half an hour. I've also got a free program that talks you through the various reasons why you might be feeling a bit off digestion wise, and gives you a few pointers there to start to alleviate some of these problems. I'll pop a link to that as well in the comments, so do download that if you want to. Okay, and I shall see you next time. Okay, bye bye.